Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth is a yaw rate sensor? Think of it as a crucial part of your car's brain, specifically for the Electronic Stability Program, or ESP. This little sensor measures how much your car is rotating or yawing around its vertical axis. Imagine you're taking a corner. The sensor tells the ESP system if the car is turning as much as you're telling it to with the steering wheel. If the car starts to oversteer, or understeer basically, if it starts to slide or spin, the yaw rate sensor detects it instantly. When this happens, the ESP system jumps into action. It can apply brakes to individual wheels, or even reduce engine power to help you regain control and keep the car stable. It's a lifesaver, especially in slippery conditions. So, when you get the C1172 code, it means the ESP computer is getting a signal from the yaw rate sensor that just doesn't make sense. It's like the sensor is speaking a different language, and the car's safety systems can't trust it. As a result, the car will disable the ESP bus, and sometimes the ABS, as a precaution, which is why all those warning lights come on. So, what causes this implausible signal? Well, it's not always a bad sensor. One of the most common culprits, especially on older models like the W203C class or the W211E class, is a faulty lateral acceleration sensor. Here is the tricky part. These two sensors, the yaw rate sensor and the lateral acceleration sensor, are often housed together in one unit. The lateral acceleration sensor, as the name suggests, measures side-to-side G. The ESP computer uses data from both sensors to get a complete picture of the car's movement. If the lateral acceleration sensor fails, it can send garbage data that corrupts the signal, leading the computer to flag the C1172 yaw rate sensor code, even if the yaw sensor itself is perfectly fine. Another potential cause could be a problem with the controller area network, or CAN bus. This is the communication network that allows all the different computers in your car to talk to each other. If there's a wiring issue, a poor connection, or a problem with another module on the network, it could disrupt the signal from the yaw sensor module, causing the C1172 fault. Less commonly, a failing steering angle sensor could also be the root cause, as its data is also used by the ESP system. If the steering angle input is nonsensical, it might conflict with the yaw rate data, triggering the code. And of course, the yaw rate sensor unit itself could have simply failed internally. Now for the diagnosis. The first step is always to scan all the modules in the car, not just the ESP system. A proper diagnostic tool, like a Mercedes star or a high-end scanner, is essential here. Look for other codes that might be present. For example, if you see codes related to the CAN bus or the steering angle sensor, that gives you a huge clue. A great next step is to look at live data. With the right scanner, you can view the real-time readings from the yaw rate sensor and the lateral acceleration sensor. While the car is stationary, both values should be at or very near zero. If you see the lateral acceleration sensor showing a wild, fluctuating value while the car isn't even moving, you've likely found your problem. You can then try driving the car and watching the values. As you turn, the yaw rate should change smoothly. If it's erratic or doesn't respond, the sensor unit is suspect. Let's talk about the fix. If you've diagnosed a faulty yaw rate and lateral acceleration sensor unit, the solution is to replace it. The location varies by model. On many sedans like the C-Class or E-Class, you'll often find it under the driver's or a passenger's seat, beneath the carpet. On some SUVs, like the ML-Class, it might be in the center console. You'll need to remove some trim and lift the carpet to access it. It's usually held in by a couple of nuts. Before you buy a brand new part from the dealer, which can be quite expensive, consider a good used unit from a reputable wrecker. Just make sure the part number matches exactly. Once you've swapped the part, it's crucial to clear all the fault codes. In most cases, a basic adaptation or calibration isn't required for this specific part. But it is always good practice to use a scanner to ensure the system is happy with the new component. After clearing the codes, take the car for a test drive, and hopefully, your warning lights will stay off. So, to recap, C1172 means an implausible signal from your yaw rate sensor, disabling your ESP. The most common cause is UNT-US sensor itself, but the lateral acceleration sensor failing within the same housing. Diagnose by checking for other codes and viewing live data. The fix is to replace the combined sensor unit, often found under the carpet. I hope this video helps you tackle the C1172 fault code with confidence. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.